we don't like need to do a cold open every time. We can just like record an episode normally.
That's it, neutering you.
Okay, that's not gonna do anything.
Is neutering the same as castration?
Technically.
Okay.
Same process for different
really
things.
quick. Everyone say hi to Cynthia.
Yeah.
Hi,
Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah, they all said hi.
This counts. I'm reposting it.
Shut the I could kill you. I could actually fuck
You could, but you won't.
Dude, no one,
Lot,
Lot, this is crazy. No one hates you as much as Yuki does.
Dude,
I
I,
know,
hate their
it's-
ass so much. It fucking rules.
I'm not even gonna get the chance to. I'll be gone.
You won't have another chance to for a long time.
Yeah, like it's gonna be years.
It's fine. I'll go visit. You'll have a chance.
That's true.
You should go visit.
Yuki, you wanna buy this? You wanna buy this physical copy of Genso Skydrift, the Dojin Soft Toho game that's Mario Kart, but one Toho girl rides another Toho girl. That's on a DVD
Ayo?
in a custom case.
You said a lot of words. I didn't like any of them. I just hope you die.
Notably,
This is a good game.
I think none of those words were in the Bible.
But this game is good. It got a Steam release, but this is like a physical DVD copy I imported like 15 years ago or some shit.
Yeah, because you're a nerd.
I mean, yeah,
Games on tape.
like people don't like. There is one listing of this game on eBay, and it's for $40 plus $25 shipping because it's straight from Japan. It's the only fucking listing I've seen of this game at all. This version of it, anyway.
Buy it again if you're so into it.
No, I'm trying to make money right now. Anyway, I already started recording, so.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, give me a second. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Digiverse Divecast, the only Digimon podcast where the host's pronouns have changed yet again. It's like every hiatus, every single fucking one. I can't stand this shit anymore, you guys.
How can they be pronouns if you keep changing them? You're rookie nouns.
The existence of pronouns.
I just don't understand. It's it.
Casual nouns.
Shut up.
I just don't like Persona 5.
I just don't like Persona 5. Anyway, we're talking about the beginning, finally. Oh my god.
The end
Yay.
of adventure.
It's the
Yes,
end.
we're finally we are done with adventure. Oh
We will never,
my god.
and we'll never, ever, ever have to come back. They'll never do more.
Oh, thank God, we'll never have to talk
Right.
about Tai Chi ever again.
Break the
I'll go get
Chain
the
starts like slightly like fading into the audio track.
No, we're doing 2020 in airing order. We ain't talking about that shit.
You ain't talking about it. We might all be dead by the time we'd even get a chance to. So like,
Oh, dude, promise.
Once I move to Europe, things will get easier, and I'll have plenty of fucking time to edit. So, episodes will start coming out more consistently toward the end of April. So I should be settled in by then. I guess that's like a big thing that's happened since the last thing we posted. I'm moving. We have a day. I'm leaving on the 15th of April.
Oh, you actually have a day
Again?
now? I didn't know that.
Again,
part.
for
Yeah,
sure,
Lua-
for real this time.
Yes, Lua has an apartment. I am booking the flight on. Apparently, you want to book on like Tuesday morning at like 1 a.m. for good prices. So I'm gonna pop it. But yeah, I'm booking the flight. April 15th. That is my flight. I am leaving. That's that. Happy day. It is for sure sealed. Done.
Yay!
Lot's gonna sit
Yippee.
down. The cockpit's gonna open. It's just gonna be me.
I got my pilot's license. My
How many more
commercial
hours-
pilot's license.
How many more hours do you need, Yuki?
It's 2 more weeks and I get that license.
Oh, but we'll honestly, like, I'm gonna say this up front. This episode's actually probably gonna be pretty short because we all generally feel roughly the same about this movie, with the exception of Bridget liking it a little less than the rest of us, I think.
Yep.
And that's it. Like, we all love this movie, basically. So we're just gonna be talking about how much we love it and some of the stuff it tackles, especially since we already have a spoiler cast on this channel from when it was in theaters 2 years ago.
Remember that one comment we got that was like, "Of course you
Yeah.
guys like this."
Ooh, I'm in
I see.
the
I walked
subs.
into the room with the delusional and pretentious sub.
Sub-likers.
Like,
yes.
I think you mean subsection, dipshit. That's subsection of the fandom. Runs.
Oh god, what a fun comment that
Dude.
was.
Dude, remember
left two.
Angel?
Yeah, it's a shame.
They got him.
Like,
They got him.
Can't believe
got
this
him.
podcast got woke, replacing one Latina with a Latina.
we needed that extra edge of diversity. Oh, I guess we could talk about how I'm technically the most minority on this podcast now.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You're really gonna start fucking power scaling this?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Within the context of the podcast.
And anything to give yourself that fucking first place trophy, huh? Jesus fuck.
I mean,
That image of the dude biting the fucking metal and it's
I
in
was,
third
I
place.
was gonna say,
Yeah,
what
Lon.
are you? Are you the guy biting the metal, popping the champagne?
I mean, I do deserve a first place medal. I kind
Shut up.
So
Shut up.
I am pretty great.
I need to find a way to hurt you before.
I
April
really
15th.
Like you see,
Lon-
like you see,
Lon-
like you,
I'm gonna be at the airport with a knife.
like you've seen Hot Fuzz, right?
Yeah, of course, I love that movie.
Oh, would you do the bit of like the fucking portrait, the photo framed portrait of yourself smirking
Yes.
right behind your desk?
Yeah, where I'm also smirking.
Man, why do
Absolutely.
people call me a narcissist? I don't get it. It
I mean,
doesn't
people
make
don't-
sense.
People don't know what a narcissist is. That's why people call me a narcissist.
That is not.
That I mean, they genuinely don't, because my behavior is
mean-
not narcissism; it's self-confidence.
I
and
hate
you know,
you
playing
and
it
your
up for the bit.
penis.
You haven't even seen it. You're one of the few people who hasn't.
I can still hate your penis.
The
It was
concept
fucking
of there being one of few people to see my penis.
I'm not
Well,
giving
who
this
hasn't
motherfucker
seen it?
$50 to see their penis. Slut.
Your loss, I guess. We should probably start talking about
What do
this.
you mean my loss? Bridget, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man.
You're gonna be down a fucking partner. I'm sorry, dude.
Whatever has to happen, I guess.
What layer? Do you ever wonder if your podcast is becoming too impenetrable for the average listener?
Probably not, because it already
podcast,
is.
yeah, the podcast listeners don't have the added lore of the lot just gave away a picture of their penis. for
While I
fucking
was
$50.
streaming, by the way, they were selling what is effectively pornography while I was streaming on Twitch, and were offering it during my Twitch stream, which I'm pretty sure is something someone could ding me over.
True, it did get you 2 donations though. It got you $100.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
uh,
Oh
God,
man.
I'm so glad I'm mean to you.
I mean, yeah, like I deserve it, but like I'm just too cute to hate. so.
You.
All right. Adventure 02, the beginning. So
we didn't
it was
even
funny
do
because
we
during
didn't even do introductions yet.
Do we
just-
need
just
them
ripped
at
on
this
you.
Oh,
point?
that's forgot about that. We got so sidetracked. I actually forgot we didn't do. Fucking yeah. Hi, I'm Lot. You know me. I'm the one who runs this fucking shit.
I'm Leon, not Ray Dice.
What, you're just skipping Momo?
Yeah.
Momo.
That's
Yeah,
fucked.
okay.
I don't get-
alright,
It's not.
alright.
It's not for disrespect of Momo. It's for disrespect of Lot's order.
Well, all right. See you next podcast, everyone. Bye.
Wait, no.
No,
I'm
come back.
sorry.
No.
Momo, please introduce yourself,
Uh,
sweetie.
Hello, I'm Momo. My job has once again stole my weekend.
Oh,
I guess that's me. Hi, I'm Yuki. I am now been added to the list of women that Lot gets to harass.
don't fucking phrase it like that.
Am I
Hi,
wrong?
Hi, I'm Bridget. I've been on this list for years.
Okay, to be clear, it's because Yuki has decided she's going by fucking she they now. That is the thing, because like people are gonna assume you. Oh fuck.
Hard to make arguments when you're arguing against a woman, huh?
And it's not that. So okay.
So
there-
this is what it feels like. Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty good, isn't it?
Dude, this
No,
feels
okay,
awesome.
okay, hold on. No, that's not what I'm getting. Okay, so people do this thing, right? Where because I'm a slut and I constantly talk about that fact, they just kind of assume anyone I banter with, I am dating. That is not the case. The list of women I harass isn't because I'm dating them. It's because they deserve.
The implication of a list.
Holy shit.
I couldn't even get through that one. That was probably a bit too much even for me.
Hello, can I replace the podcast host? Like, can we
All in favor? Aye.
I
We're staging a mutiny now.
Alright, well, I mean,
No, you need super majority. You need super majority. You only got 60.
yeah, 60% gets through a filibuster. Fuck you, we win.
Fuck. Well, okay. I guess we're calling this episode a little early. The movie was good. See you next time.
Thoughts on 0 to the beginning.
you should fade to black. Like,
Oh, I am. I'm absolutely gonna be cutting to fucking.
That's gonna drop. I'm so sorry to say that it is absolutely going to drop retention so badly if you do that.
Who fucking cares?
This one is actually
We don't make money off this.
This one's actually like so deep in. It's like we just gotta wait for like Tamers to get the tension back at this point.
Yeah, it'd be like there's so many. I'm amazed the episodes we put out right now do as well as they do, given the massive hiatuses we keep fucking taking. People are dedicated to watching this garbage.
We really gotta sort ourselves and even like between now and Tamers, there's stuff we should do.
Have we ever told
We'll
the
talk about
viewers
it.
that we appreciate them?
No, never.
Maybe we should consider that someday.
I think I did during one of the update video. I think the Where the Heck is Divecast video. I think I did say like I never expected this to get the traction it has, and I appreciate it a lot. I'm sorry that we suck at running this so bad.
Yeah, we gotta tell them that we appreciate them, we love them, because we've been here since the beginning, like every single one of us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yuki, you and me,
Yeah.
both of
Yeah,
us
with
been
the both
here
of us,
episode one.
Been here since the beginning, baby, since Adventures episode 1.
I should just go back to the old thumbnails and just add your Fugi. Like, not even update the people like the other old ones. Just add yours in the new style on there.
Hey viewers, I just wanted to let you know I really appreciate you if you would give me $20.
No, stop. I think literally last episode I said we're never going to be asking for money.
And then I think we all collectively went, "You won't, but I will."
Yeah, that's true. I think that did exactly happen.
See the podcast isn't asking for money. Just Bridget.
Yeah, just me.
Bridget is.
The most
Okay.
male person on the show right now, I think.
Honestly, yeah. Okay, so the initial thoughts. We'll just finally get into talking about the movie. I've stated multiple times before, this is my favorite piece of Digimon media. I adore this movie top to fucking bottom. I think it is so good in everything it is doing. It's like borderline perfect. Like, obviously, it's not perfect because nothing is.
It's no masterpiece.
That fucking. It's a flawed. That fucking garbage. Whatever.
Just doing
Like
the jerk off motion.
exactly. But no, I fucking adore this movie. I think it is perfect in what it is trying to say, how it conveys its own message, and just I think it is gorgeous to look at.
Momo's turn.
Momo.
Yes.
Oh, now
Yes.
you're respecting the fucking turn order.
I respect Momo. I don't respect Lot.
So, I don't know if we'll ever get to bring up. I don't know if we were planning to bring this up at any point, but first off, man, remember the fucking lead up to this movie?
What if you're European
Yeah.
specifically?
It had like a limited screening in like I think it was like even if you were in the US, it was like a limited screening in like only
2
like a
days, I
handful of
think?
theaters. Yeah, 2 day
Yep,
screening in
it
like
was-
a handful of theaters. Like some places you
It
like. I remember
was-
some friends saying like they had to fucking travel a while to if they wanted to go see it.
It was one night showing the dub, one night showing the sub, one showing only on both nights. I went to both because my theater that was 20 minutes away was showing it, and I super lucked out.
So you had to duck spoilers for a whole year, which was made very hard by fucking good old our good friends Bandai Namco.
Who
Just
uh,
spoiling Big Ukomon's true form in the card game like half a year before anyone outside of Japan could see it.
I was about to say, between like the Digimon Con that year before the Blu-ray was out, where they had the concert that showed a bunch of Endgame like footage, and then the said BT16, which was based on this movie, just spoiling the whole fucking thing rotten. And those that said literally came out like a week before the Western Blu-ray release. Fucking ridiculous.
Granted, there weren't a lot of details that the card game could specifically spoil, but I sure wish I didn't see them regardless.
Yeah.
But basically, all this to say that it did mean that this movie had high expectations for me, and I think it met them. I kind of see why people would find this movie off-putting, but I think it's really cool the places it goes, and Ukumon's quirky little bean.
/ war criminal.
Yeah.
Got us 3 Kugamiya.
It's kind of not
Yeah.
his fault. He's only 2 years old.
You're the youngest person ever.
The youngest person ever.
4 years old. I'm staring at my Ukomon card right now. Leon's turn.
Oh, it's okay. I was making sure that you were finished. I am also in the camp of like this is maybe like some of the my favorite Digimon content ever. I don't know if it's the favorite, but it is like certainly top 5. I guess it has to be the favorite. I don't know if Time Stranger beats it or not. Listen. It was not the movie I thought it was going to be in a good way. Like it genuinely surprised me in like in such a way that like I was watching things happen and my jaw was just like in the theater I was like, "Oh, we thought this was going to be like a little bit sad but also funny, silly. It's just like devastating."
Yeah.
All right.
Yuki?
Yeah. So it is just the same thing as everybody else. I immensely love this movie, and also it's a 02 movie where they don't get shafted. So it was a fun experience. Also, I just watched it in the theater, so it was a nice experience all around. Never seen that many people pop off watching Imperial Dramon blow up a castle. So that was neat. But yeah, I just like 02.
All right,
Wow.
hater.
Wow. God, that was like I knew you guys were gonna be gonna like finish this off with a fizzle a bit after all that. Oh my god. Okay, so I need to state up front, but I do like this movie like a lot. I think it's great. I was in the same camp as Momo, where like between the build up and also having to deal with Ukomon himself in the fucking card game. This movie kind of like started off on a bad foot with me, and it had a lot of things to make up for. And I did actually come out of the first time watching it like, yeah, no, that actually kind of justified all that bullshit. So I do really like this movie, but I guess the only one here who's not over the moon in love with it. I have some complaints about like it, like kind of structurally, I guess. I kind of think personally, I think well, I love the message this portrays, and I love how it portrays it. I do kind of find myself thinking Kizuna was a little more clever in the actual like messaging, like in the way that like it handled talking about the message, and I do kind of just think it works a little bit better as a movie than this does. Um, it's still great, don't get me wrong, but like I definitely, shockingly actually, because I feel like my opinion typically is considered the more common one. I'm in the camp, the only one here in the camp of I did like he's no more than this, but this is still like not only is this great, it's good 02 content, which now means there's exactly 2 of
So it's funny you mentioned that because, like, as far as general opinion, like overall general opinion is concerned, yours is the more general opinion. Like, Kizuna is far and beyond the more liked of the two movies. Like, Beginning has a lot more people who actually think it is just bad.
Yep.
For, I mean, a lot of those people think it's bad for, like, just actually incorrect reasons. As opposed to, like, having legitimate criticisms about, like, the structure of the movie and stuff. Well, I'm gonna address some of those things when we're talking about it, but yeah, like, which is really funny because I've noticed that on this podcast in particular, generally the vibe on the podcast is we don't typically align with majority opinion. I'm noticing.
I think
Welcome.
typically, like, I am the one who more aligns with majority opinion than others. Like, I was pretty vocally critical of Adventure Zero 2, which is a lot more common sentiment. My fucking favorite Digimon series is Tamers, which is the most boring fucking pick imaginable for a favorite Digimon series. I'm pretty harsh on a lot of the modern shows in a way, but I don't think like at least not nearly to the same degree. There's again, I guess I align a little bit more with common sentiment, but like my favorite piece of Digimon media is X Evolution, so I'm still a fucking freak like of nature.
Yeah, that's true. I'm really excited to get to that episode, actually, because I think I'm gonna like that a lot more in modern than I do.
I'm a big enjoyer
currently
of things lately, so I will also probably enjoy it.
I mean,
I can't
it's
wait to
just
revisit
good.
that.
Like, yeah, it's just a good movie.
I have
'Cause I
actually
haven't
like
seen it since whenever Try came out because I angrily watched that in retaliation.
I've like thought about the movie a lot in regard to the recent most dogshit fucking Time Stranger like DLC. Holy shit! And like I'm gonna drop like a fucking YouTube video essay during that podcast. I think on that movie because that DLC made me so mad as it like is a send up to that movie, but it actively made me think about like the themes of that movie more.
Where you're not gonna remember the Time Stranger DLC by the time we get to that fucking movie.
Oh no, I will. I will.
All right. So, I looked up, but I tried to look up because I'd mentioned during the Kizuna video, Bridget had all that preamble with the production information. There's not actually a whole lot of production information about a Beginning that isn't the exact same as Kizuna. It's the same director. It's mostly the same team, same animation studio. Yeah, there's basically no pre-release interviews that I could
kind
find.
of just were. It's just kind of they announced it and then the movie came out. Like,
yeah,
there's not
like,
much there. Shockingly,
the only thing that I know that I forget if it was mentioned during the Kizuna thing was the director's favorite Digimon stuff is actually Hurricane Touchdown Gold Digimentals, which is not a common opinion and is very obvious when you watch this movie.
This movie is very much a send up to that movie, to the point where like the Louis Ukomon dynamic is a more, I would say, like a deeper explored version of the dynamic between like Chakomon and
Wallace.
Yes.
Wallace. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I believe the director had also stated that he like, one of the big things between this and Kizuna was like, this movie is so different from Kizuna as far as like the tone and everything because the O2 kids are so fucking different. Like, I believe what he, like, I don't have the direct quote, but he basically stated the reason we are doing like a movie just about the O2 kids and not including the original cast basically at all is because they are so different from each other that we kind of can't include the original kids in this without it muddying like what he wanted to do. Which, yeah, makes sense. Because I'm gonna get out of the gate on this one. Anyone who says that the beginning did not need to be an O2 movie is wrong.
Yes.
Like,
I
really don't. Yeah, actually, no, you go first. You go. Sorry.
The O2 kids and their dynamic with each other, their dynamic they have with their partners, is so integral to the development of Louis. It could not be any of the like. You could use original characters, but fucking, there's no fun in that.
Yeah,
Like, it's an O2 movie.
Like, I don't like. I don't think
Yeah.
like the shit that I don't think Taichi could say I don't think Taichi could say the shit that Daisuke says to Louis.
No.
It'd be really
guess-
hard to convince Louis with all the stuff that happened in Kizuna. Like, yeah, here's 3 members that already lost their Digimon. Convince this guy that Digimon are cool, actually.
I will say, like, I guess fucking 2 podcasts in a row, fuck me, where I'm going to be playing a little bit of devil's advocate here, and not necessarily to the point of it can't have been the O2 kids, because it should have been. I do think that when we say it could have been the O2 kids, I do think that's like specifically Daisuke and Ken is what we're talking about here, because it's specifically the way Ken can relate to Louis' experiences and kind of like put like, you know, kind of put things like to him in that way. And Daisuke obviously being Daisuke, like just being the basically total opposite of a guy like Louis, like is like what's important there.
Like, yeah, no, like they're far and beyond the most important like version of that. But
Yeah.
even then, like Miyako and Iori, like they are a unit. They're a family, and like they play off each other so well. And like it is their interactions with each other too. And again, one of the biggest criticism I have of this movie is Iori basically gets to do nothing in the
Yeah,
entire
Iori,
movie.
like,
Iori
feel
and
like-
Takeru, I would say.
Yeah,
Takeru is also
like,
like kind of
you get-
completely superfluous here.
you get like a little bit from Hikari and Miyako. You get like, so you're probably you'll get your crumbs from them, but like you get fucking nothing from Iori or Takaru in this movie.
Mm-hmm. And like it does suck. Again, it is a criticism I have of the movie. It does almost feel like a consequence of I guess not too many cooks per se, but just like because the movie is about Louis and the
Yeah, I
O2
know.
kids are just there, and like Iori and Takaru just kind of wound up being the 2 characters that they couldn't work in without extending the fucking runtime even more.
Yeah,
and like I
like,
get it.
I guess it like recontextualizes a bit too with like the criticism of how like Last Evolution Kizuna is just about Yamato and Taichi with a little bit of like Koshiro thrown in there, where it's like that one is more like prevalent because it's been a consistent issue with adventure stuff up
Yeah.
until that point to begin with. But it is like you like realistically, there's not really a good way to incorporate like an entire Digimon TV series cast into a single movie. To the point where like that is just like a consequence of what you have to do. It's just again, it kind of hit worse with Kizuna for people because it's just it's kind of been like that for a while with like the Adventure 01 cast.
They're numb
but-
to it.
But it's like I actually like in between Adventure and like between Kizuna and Beginning, like the O2 cast as a whole is physically on screen more, but I think in terms of contributions to the movie, like it's only like I would say it's only like a little bit more from the extended O2 cast compared to the extended O1 cast in Kizuna.
Momo, you were gonna say something?
I think it's also just like. I mean, it's all like because it's not like a huge deal for me. It's just kind of that's a bit of a shame, but it is also just like like obviously like you get a decent bit out of like, well, I guess like a good comparison's like Manoa to like Louis. Like you get like like you definitely get like a decent bit of Manoa, but like she's kind of like, it's all kind of like in the back, like not really like they don't really lay it all out until like the latter part of the movie where she explains what her whole deal is.
Yeah.
So you get so it's a lot more about Tai Chi and Yamato dealing with that shit.
Yeah,
As opposed,
oh, sorry.
I just meant like, but like it's like different like focuses because like in comparison, like the beginning, it's basically about Louis from the beginning and like from the start.
Yeah. No, it's definitely just a different approach between the two characters where it's like Manoa kind of just exists more as like an antithesis / like the thing Tai Chi like an example of the exact thing Tai Chi should not be or like turn out in that movie versus like Louis, who is just like the movie, like he is this movie.
It's about him. It's about helping him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if a bunch of those like Digimon summer movies or like what or ever any other kids franchise got like were allowed to be like proper movies as opposed to like a 20-minute ad.
We're allowed to be about anything.
Instead of like fucking Precure beat up the Dark Wizard in Rainbow World.
Yeah.
All right, everyone gets their cut of animation. All right. So since Bridget mentioned a movie getting to be about anything, let's talk about what the beginning is about because whoo boy, does it make it clear what this movie's about.
Yeah, I guess this is, and you could take this as a criticism or not, because I know some people like this more. Like, I feel like what when I said that, I meant like adventure kind of like he's in a kind of like like you have to kind of read into it a little bit. Like it's not neat. Like it's not as like hidden as like it's like some people make it seem, but they're just fucking illiterate. But like it's definitely like Kizuna kind of makes you like read between the lines a little bit. Beginning just says it with its full fucking chest.
It's about childhood trauma.
and the necessity of communication.
Like Uko and well, I almost said Uko and Louismon. Louis and Ukomon.
Friend of the
fucking Louis and
Kakamon.
Ukomon turn to the camera and state the thesis of the movie directly at you in like the last 20 minutes. It is crazy. But like I don't like again some people do have an issue with that being the case. Like, oh, it's not subtle, it's very brazen about what it's trying to say, which I don't know, I personally I don't view that as an inherently bad thing. I think can be a good thing when a movie that is trying to say something just fucking says it. Like, because it's not a metaphor or anything. It is literally just like it's just stating that talking to other people, having open communication, and getting to know another person is necessary to forge a real, genuine bond with them. It is not something that is given or just like sprung up out of nowhere. You have to have conversations. And, like, that's not something you can really do with the metaphor, so it does just kind of have to tell you that in a way.
Yeah. No, like, when I make that comparison, like, and I swear not everything I have to say about
it
this
wasn't,
yeah, like, I swear not everything I have to say about this movie, comparing it to keep one of the bigger ones, I swear. It's to me. I think it's also just like I think the message of this movie is a really good one. I guess just like both the actual message of Kizuna and just the way it delivers it, just kind of like it just kind of tickles my brain a little bit more. I think like
it's something that hits more for you, and that's totally valid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like I don't disparage that at all. It's just like for me, it's the reverse, where like what beginning is saying and just how fucking in your face it is about it is something I personally really enjoy. That's all there is to it.
I think you
Yeah,
could maybe like make an argument for like it being out loud is kind of the metaphor itself of like
Mhm.
you can't assume things about
Like
people.
Yeah.
communicating the message about communication
Right, like
Yeah.
kind of deal
yeah, like obviously it's a little like I don't know, heavy-handed.
on the nose.
Yeah, but it's also like it does like when I think about it that way of like Ukomon and Louis didn't get along because they never told like out loud the things that they like and dislike.
Communicate your ideas and thoughts like clearly, like
Right, and
like,
just sort
plainly.
of
Hey,
assumed based on vibes.
Yeah.
hey, hey, Bridget, Leon. You know what that's got me thinking about?
What was it? Feist?
When yes, just
Yeah.
the
God damn
fucking
it.
the fucking stupid god Gambit always puts out. How interesting that the phone themed common writer has problems communicating with people.
God damn it.
You put it. You can do it, boy. You can do it, boy.
Makes you
You can
think.
connect the dots. You can connect the dots. I know you can.
1 + 1 is 2. There you go. Very good.
Holy
you're-
shit.
I can't believe it. But yeah, so like like as I obviously already said, the beginning is like the core theme of the movie is communication and what it like really takes and what it means to forge a relationship and a bond with another person. Because Louis was in a position where he was the first ever digidestined, the first digidestined ever. That is again a retcon.
Not before. No one before. No one after. He was the
a red
the
a retcon that we've also like I think we've like pretzeled our way into like thinking if this is what it is, it still works fine with what's pre-established, but we'll talk about that a bit later.
yeah, it's very funny. And essentially, like the whole idea is that Ukomon makes his life perfect because his life before meeting Ukomon was fucking miserable and genuinely really horrifying to see portrayed on a screen. This is going to be a content warning because genuinely I think it actually needs one. Adventure Ode to the Beginning is not shy about very blatantly showing child abuse. Like, pretty fucking extreme child abuse. To the point where it could very easily make someone uncomfortable if they're, like, squeamish about that kind of
yeah,
thing.
like
Dude, the fucking
Like,
buzz is on him.
Yeah.
like I think that like and I do this is like one where I very much understand it, and I think that's part of why like regardless of quality, I think that's part of why like a lot of people just didn't really care for it because it's like you know obviously Digimon sometimes tackles like heavier stuff than a lot of the other kid shows. Like there's a the whole fucking stuff about like dealing with being a child of divorce or an adopted child,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But be like just full on showing a fucking kid in like a dysfunctional home getting beaten.
And
It's
like
been on a
locked
whole
out
other
in the
level.
cold. Well, he's also clearly malnourished and all that. Like
And like
Yeah.
it's surprisingly graphic, and I can imagine someone's going, "Oh boy, I really like that last Digimon movie. That was that got me
Or
really
just-
emotional.
or
I'm gonna go see
literally
this."
just I know people who didn't even know about Kizuna, like we're nostalgic for Digimon, and we're like, hey, there's a Digimon movie. Let's go.
Especially just like you're in there with a room full of people staring at this giant screen, watching this all play out, and you're. It's probably I can understand why that would be extremely off-putting to someone.
Yes. Like, I would not blame a single person if they said, yes, I didn't really like the beginning. The child abuse got to me. I'd be like, yeah, that's completely valid. All right. Like, I can't argue that. It's really fucking extreme. And like, I'm not gonna say it's fucking necessary because obviously it's not necessary, but like, like it adds a lot to the gravity of like the movie when it shows just how terrible of a situation Louis' life is in before Ukomon arrives. And abruptly fixes the situation in a way that makes it very clear something is not correct.
Yeah.
And that like plants the seeds, and you're waiting for the shoe to drop because they keep fucking doing scenes of like Louis' past, and they're shot in a weird way, they're lit in a really ominous way, but it doesn't hit until like the third time you go back, and it reveals what actually like set everything off, and it's truly fucking horrifying. Where, you know, as it turns out, Ukomon took Louis' wish to have friends as the cue to make other Digidestined. And Louis did not know this until he sees the events of Revenge of Diaboromon happening on a fucking TV screen. And Ukomon reveals that, oh yeah, those are the friends I made for you. Aren't they great? They'll die for you. Isn't that fun?
Which is a horrifying thing to say to an 8-year-old.
Also, you know, also, you know, he's been brainwashing his parents and kids off the street.
We were getting to that.
It's also like one of the things that like I do love the use of Revenge Diaboromon as like Ukomon's going like, isn't this all great? As Louis is pointing to the screen of fucking Armageddon doing all that bullshit, going, what the fuck is great about this? This is horrifying.
The
But
fucking
they use the shot.
armor of
Yeah.
Omega Man without any arms.
Yeah. They like specifically use the shot of Omegamon dead. And it's just like, it's great. They'll protect you. And he's just like, this literally isn't what I wanted. And then his parents come home and they collapse, and Ukomon's like, oh, you silly little billies. Proceeds to shove his weird tentacles in them and reveal he's been puppeting them around because they've been dead for years. It's like horrifying.
Dead or at least
Yeah.
like at the end of their rope. Like,
Yeah.
The
I
mom
mean, his
deserved
dad
it.
was
They,
like practically like already dead. It was just like literally
Yeah.
forcibly like taken out of his like healing pot thing.
Yeah, they basically had him hooked up to like a dialysis machine in their home because he was like in a coma.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course we get the fucking scene where Louis fucking cuts his own eye, or doesn't cut it. He accidentally blinds himself in one eye because he smashes his Digivice with a bat and it flings up and hits him in the eyeball. So Ukomon takes their own eye out and shoves it in Louis' skull, and it causes him to freak the fuck out. Tell Ukomon that's literally not what I wanted and you don't know what I want, which makes Ukomon melt into a pile of goo and everything goes to shit. Which, you know, Louis had kind of a hard life.
One hell of an explanation to like family members.
Yeah. It is fucking rough. That entire sequence is so crazy to watch in like a theater when you're just like, I'm watching the new Digimon movie. It's like, because nobody knew this was coming.
Yeah, because the one memory I have with it, like in the movie theater, was when Daisuke was about to go beat the shit out of like Louis'
Yes!
mom. Like
When-
somebody in the back
Oh my
just yells
God.
out, "Get her ass!"
Like the first, because the Daisuke and Ken go back in time. Like kind of, it's a memory type thing. It's weird. The time travel stuff in this movie is very weird, and it's not explained because it doesn't super like actually matter. It's just like a device to show what was happening in the past. Like the first time we see Louis getting abused, Daisuke stands up and is literally about to march into the apartment and beat the fuck out of his mother, and Ken has to be like, I know you can't.
It's like, I'm really
It's
glad
crazy.
the Digimon dub actors actually get to fucking act for once, because Daisuke's
Yeah.
voice actor in English, holy shit.
Yeah, he sounds like he is on the verge of killing a person.
The voice cracks that man let out.
It's like
Oh,
it's gotta feel like I feel like it's like so fucking vindicating because like a bunch of the people have been these characters for like forever, and it's just like, oh no, they cared, they did care, they were just let down by a god awful script.
Dude,
Yep.
Joshua Seth
Oh, yeah.
cannot shut the fuck up about the fact that he was Thai, and honestly, good for him.
yeah.
And like it's not like and like because I can think of other I think because the first thing that comes to mind is stuff like the Ava dub cast, where like some of them are like, "Oh, we
They
improved it. We
claim
made the show better."
they claim
Oh,
like weird ownership of Ava, like
No, they're
bizarre.
like,
ugh.
yeah, there's like they're not like you never as far as I know you don't see the Digimon dub cast being like, yeah, no, what we did with the dub made it better. No, they're just happy they got to play those characters and like be part of that shit.
Yeah.
Actually, okay. So speaking of both voice actors and shocking Evangelion, actually, a really
Mhm.
quick note here for the Japanese dub is that Rui is voiced by Megumi Ogata, who is
Hell yeah.
He's
known for
done
a
a
couple
lot.
things, done a lot of things, known for things like both Makoto Naegi and Komai and Danganronpa and stuff like that. But most notably Shinji Ikari from Evangelion. And
Yep.
her performance as Rui in the Japanese dub is, as you would expect from her, fucking phenomenal.
Hmm.
Even as good as the other
Crazy good.
say you are, or her voice performance in that movie is absolutely the standout. Also, a
Yeah.
shout out
The
to Rie
Ukoman.
Kugamiya as Ukomon.
but insane fucking casting. Like,
I'm
oh
not
my
as to,
god.
I don't
Like
remember her stuff as much off the top of my head, but if you've played Grand Blue Fantasy, she's of her and the little dragon fella.
Mhm.
she played a lot of like she got a lot of prominence for like very specifically playing a lot of female leads in like 2000s JC staff specifically light novel adaptations like
She's a
Shauna and Shakugan no Shana, Taiga from Toradora, the pink bitch from fucking Zero no Tsukaima. She was like, if there was a tiny light novel girl from a JC staff anime who was also a tsundere, she was voiced by Rie Kugamiya in the 2000s. It was really specific, but god damn it bolstered her fucking career.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, like as they like again, everyone else does a good job in the Japanese dub, but as they should because of their titanically like popular seiyus. Uko and Louis' performances steal the fucking show 100%.
Oh yeah, that the scene where Louis is like breaking down over Ukomon, like the fucking choked cry talking. Oh, it's
It's
so
so fucking
fucking
good.
good. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh
Maybe
my god.
like
And
maybe
again,
one of the best
good.
performances just in Digimon. Like in
Yes,
general.
absolutely. And like, yeah, just like again, top to bottom, incredible performances in this movie. Like, and I do want to like call attention to like the direction of the movie because I think genuinely this is one of the best looking like Digimon things from a like a what's the word I'm looking for? Not like just the way it's not shot because it's a fucking animated composition.
Composition?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is the word I'm looking for. Yes, just from like a composition angle. Like it's just because it's a very slow movie and there's not a whole lot of like really intense scenes, so a lot of the scenes are done in a way where just like the visuals of everything are very striking. Like when Louis has his breakdown, the entire scene becomes fucking dyed in red and there's these low angle shots of his parents with the fucking like plastered smiles and it's just very off-putting and it's super fucking cool, and there's a whole lot of just really good stuff, especially toward the end where you get stuff like
The big
Louis
fight
kind of
scene.
crouched against, yeah, but just like when Louis is like crouched against the wall and like the shadow of the building behind him is sitting there and Daisuke is in front of him and like standing up, so he's in like the street, like the street lights are illuminating him and he like grabs Louis' hand and pulls him upward like to his level. There's the thing at the very end where future Louis goes back in time to get his mother to fucking pay attention to her child, and like she steps into the shade of the overpass for the bridge, he's outside it, he grabs her hand and like explains everything to her, and it kind of dawns on her and she steps out of the shadow into like the kind of like sunset. It's so fucking good. I love it. I cannot talk enough about how much I love the visuals of this movie.
So
It's- yeah.
I guess this goes into like what I said about the structure of this movie, where I do think that like it's got those moments, and those moments are really good, and it does, however, feel like they kind of get away with doing a lot of this because a not insignificant amount of this movie is shot slash, I guess you'd say, in uh one of like 3 rooms where the main characters kind of stand around talking to each other. Like there's like the computer room, the roof, and to be admittedly very briefly the stairs in front of the shrine.
Yes.
A lot of the movie takes place in like those 3 locations, so it feels like they kind of did that to like conserve their like all their talent into like the bigger scenes like that, which is
Yeah.
like
But I
I
mean,
think that some people take issue, and I don't. It doesn't ruin the movie, but like again, this is why I think Kizuna, despite not having moments as strong as those from a direction slash animation standpoint, like works a bit better because it's like there's a lot of okay, the basically the entire middle of this movie are those like conversations in those rooms while like a bunch of flashbacks happen.
and it's like I do understand that, but like even even when they keep cutting back to that room, like the way people are standing in the room, the way they're laid out, like just the way it's so fucking dim with it's just the light of the computer screen and everything. They keep cutting back to because like a big thing in this movie is the fact that it is about to be Louis' birthday. Because it's Louis' 18th birthday that triggers like the big finale of the movie. And so throughout the entire movie, they keep like it's very brief cuts to like, oh, Louis' birthday is on. It's a weird day. It's a leap year. So, oh my god, I fucking sorry, but my brain got scattered for a second. But like they'll show that like the very beginning of the movie opens up with the fact that it is February 28th at like or 26th or something at like 3 in the afternoon. And like as the movie continues, they keep cutting back to let you know exactly what time it is. And then like the second it hits midnight on the 29th, because it happens to be a leap year, that's when like everything fucking happens. And they keep doing it, and it's super fucking cool, and I love it. And I could talk for actual hours about how much I love all the smaller visual details in this movie so fucking much. I really like this movie.
Also, the fight scene at the end looks phenomenal.
It looks so good, even if it is brief. I'm
The fight-
genuinely,
the fight-
I'm kind of happy there was no like big new form reveal or anything. I'm so happy they was just like, yeah, it's the guys.
They kind of were
The
like,
fellas.
okay, it's their like actual last hurrah. So like, we don't need to like muck it up by giving him some new thing. Let's just let Imperial Jamal cool one last time.
Yeah,
I kind of wish they took like I think my only because I don't mind there being too many new Digimon or anything like that. I do wish they just snuck in like
Yeah.
the ultimates for Shakromon and Sylphimon.
it would have been nice to see
preferably-
Valkyrie and
Preferably, I would have liked them to just come up with something fully
New
original
for show,
them.
Shako.
yeah.
I think Valkyrie for Selfie is like fine. Like that makes sense, but like they showed fucking Vikemon, I would have been like, come on, fuck you. Like,
So you're yup, Vikemon. That's right.
Such a fucking.
we needed
Stupid.
2 Digimon for what Joe can get with one, I guess. Like,
See, that's the thing. Vikemon wasn't for Gomamon initially. It was for this. They didn't.
Nice
They didn't.
retrofit it.
It used to be Placiomon for Gomamon, and then they changed their mind back to Placiomon. I think at some point.
during the card
Yeah.
game, like specifically, they went back to Plesio.
So yeah, the what was I gonna say? So yeah, just for some reason, they were just like, yeah, Vikemon is the Dogu turns into a Viking.
Yeah,
Sure.
and a walrus for some reason. You know,
Look, it's fine. They'll just
we've
reverse
seen
it.
weirder.
So
I
Shakomon
get,
just turns into Blessiomon.
this makes even less sense somehow. I will say, and I get it. This would this have made any fucking sense? No, it wouldn't have. But man, I would have liked one little sneak of Paladin mode in there. I'm not gonna lie.
That would
Even if
have been nice
no,
too.
if it makes no fucking sense, I would have liked the one little sneak of Paladin mode in there. You know?
You get like a transparent like Tai Chi in the sky giving you a thumbs up like Goku.
Fucking
I was more
Daisuke gives
fit.
like a call on the phone, and he's just like, Daisuke, Omegamon died again. Don't ask how. It was crazy.
You could have kind of made like a cute scene where like you see like the transparent like Gabu and Agu like kind of
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
towards
Yeah, no,
Imperial or
that was
something.
that was just a joke. I would have been down for that. Yeah.
Just have
They were
Daisuke's
actually
D3 just like
babysitting-
glow or whatever.
Mm.
Like it's
He
not
has
a
both
huge
of the
thing. It's
crests
just
now.
like it would have been neat. Is all I'm saying. Like I would but
Yeah, no, I agree.
it's what it
agree.
is. It is what it
Yeah.
is. Fighter mode is still cool as shit. So like we'll live. We'll live.
It's
And
still
he
a
blew up a
nuke button.
castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, blow up the castle. Do we want to talk about how this movie ends and how really funny it is just overall at another part of this movie that's just like, do you get it? Because I fucking love the fucking D3s evaporating into light particles and them just going like, well, I guess we don't need these anymore.
Can we
Because
say-
the bonds we forged aren't represented by a physical object.
Dude, you better get those little
So-
particles back. Those things are 150 each.
So can they still digivolve or like how does that work? Like
It's
I mean,
so,
I'm assuming
like,
so. The epilogue still happens.
Don't they? Doesn't like Takaru like say something like we probably haven't needed them for a long time or something, implying that
Yeah.
like they haven't really been needing to use them to digivolve.
It's just kind of like, yeah, it's very much a thing of just like, it's not meant to actually, it's not meant to fucking be like some canonical altering thing. I think it is literally just saying like, you don't, it like the things, the physical objects aren't what is like the bond people share. The bonds exist. You don't need a thing to represent it. In addition
Plus,
to
if
that,
they need to make like another movie, like they won't. But like, they got the phones.
I'm kind of
yeah, they got the
since someone mentioned Digivice, now I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of shocked by their lack of drive to make like, well, I guess they kind of did in this one, but like movie original Digivices that they could sell on P Bandai or some shit.
guess
Like
was,
they didn't sell like in Last Evolution they just had basically just like fancy
Cell
phone
phones.
cases. And then in like they had like new versions of like the D3s in this movie, but
I mean, they
didn't
did
really like.
sell,
I don't think they sell them.
the original like Digivices with like the cracked like formations on them.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I guess
huh.
they did do that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, forgot all about those.
But I think we could talk about some of the implication stuff like of this last
Yeah,
yeah, like I think that's probably where we should end. Then going into stupid lore explanations that probably don't mean anything and will never actually be explained like that. But you know, funny
it's
to think
so
about.
awesome
I'll
that
just
like
dump it in image dump real quick.
it's so fucking awesome that we fucking like there's so much like theorizing you can do about this movie, and now the Time Stranger is out, it doesn't fucking mean anything.
Yeah. I will say one of the things that I did like appreciate about this movie is that I feel like it would have been very easy for this movie to demonize Ukomon specifically, like for like
Yes.
making things worse for Louis. But like the moment Louis tells the story and he's the one blaming Ukomon, everyone goes, "Well, what did you fucking expect out of him?
Yeah, you
Like, what
never
el-
told him anything.
Like what? Like what else was he supposed to internalize about any of this?"
And like they even reinforce that further when Louis and Ukomon meet up again in the past, where they start talking about, oh well, I know you like this, and Louis like, I don't though. And he's like, I know you like this, and Ukomon's like, but I don't. And they literally start laughing and go, wow, we didn't fucking know a thing about each other, huh? It's so good.
My parents
Literally,
are still dead.
they didn't know shit. Yeah, Louis' parents are probably still dead.
Yeah,
He
probably.
also still lost an eye.
Oh.
That's another
it-
thing, is like the time travel stuff being weird, because it seems like things did change, but also maybe they didn't.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey,
That
it's
doesn't
fine.
really make any sense.
a little baseball accident this time instead.
Yeah, whatever. Timeline corrects itself.
Yeah.
It's the will of Chrono.
No, no.
No.
No! Ah! Not again, you
Um,
fucking chicken!
Fuck ass bird.
Louis, you will
Um,
continuously lose your right eye.
um, no, I do like that. It's like it was very either blame Ukomon for everything or blame Louis for everything. And I kind of like that. It's like a one of those that's like they're both kind of at fault, but also like what you expect out of both of them kind of deal.
Yeah.
Not entirely absolved, but also not like entirely like put all the blame onto kind of deal.
Mhm. They were both just doing what they wanted without kind of running it by the person who's supposed to be their best friend in the entire world forever. And it kind of caused everything to get super fucked up.
And then Ukomon started melting.
Oh, he sure did. And then he tried to give every single person on the planet the Digimon, which would have been real fucking bad. I do like that. Literally the first thing that happens when like someone's just like, I mean, that's not that bad, right? And like immediately I think it's Iori's just like, that's like horrible. Like if
Literally the-
everyone got a Digimon.
Literally, the
That's
thing
terrible.
we joked about at the end of the 0-2
Yeah.
finale.
I think isn't there an ending in Survive that is explicitly about why everyone getting a Digimon is not a good thing?
Wouldn't know. I still haven't finished it.
Yeah, he also finished it.
I think there
Um,
is.
Okay, so real quick aside, when during that scene where like Louis picks up the baseball bat and starts hitting his Digivice with it, did anyone else thought he
Yes.
was just gonna go and
Yes.
fucking bash
Yeah.
Ukomon in the
Yeah.
fucking head with it?
Yes, I think
When-
that
I
might
mean,
have
I
been
think
on
He
purpose.
goes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they framed it that way on purpose.
Probably.
When he starts off this entire flashback with, "I killed my Digimon," with like
Yeah.
a very forced, edgy voice, I'm like, oh, he actually did it. He did it, and then we get to that scene, like, oh shit, he's gonna. Oh no.
See, you went. No, I would. Thank God, he's just doing
Yeah.
that.
I didn't need to see that. But like in the theater experience, because the first night was sub and there was a lot more people watch. Or no, the second night was there was a lot more people for the dub actually when I went to my theater. But like
That makes sense.
the night there was more people, when he went to pick up that bat, at least 3 people were just like, "Oh my god, no way!" Like I could hear people go like, "No fucking way!" And then he sets it down, and they were just like, "Oh." It was great. Everyone is just like, "There's no way."
He's not doing. There's no way. He's not doing
They
that, right?
wouldn't. It really looks like he's gonna.
What was I gonna say? Fuck. I lost my train of thought. Oh,
What?
we've been okay. We've been talking a lot about specifically like the Louis stuff because this is his movie.
Yeah.
I really want to highlight 2 particular moments from the actual 0-2 kids, and again, the only 2 that actually really matter, Daisuke and Ken. I really like that, like, sort of when Louis is in the real pits of like not knowing how to like approach the whole thing with Ukomon. Ken gives him the exact same Digimon or Leica speech that Daisuke gives him at the end of the Kaiser arc.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like literally right
Yeah.
when like he stopped being the Kaiser.
It's
Doesn't
so
he-
gay.
Doesn't when he's done, doesn't he like glance back at Daisuke and like smile at him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
that's my
other bit
boyfriend.
because like they like the Ukomon's plan to like give literally everyone Digimon like goes into effect and like sort of like a bunch of people like as I think like Takaru specifically is like Takaru is like the first one who starts worrying about it and everyone else like kind of joins. What if because Ukomon gave us these bonds, like if we just kill him, does that like and he
Yeah.
destroys the Digivices, does that like like break our bonds? And everyone's like not sure like how to approach that because they clearly have to stop Ukomon, but they're like really worried about both like losing their own bonds as well as the bonds like pre-established between others. And then it gets like the thing that breaks it is like on the other side of the fucking roof. Daisuke and Vmon start loudly making plans about the fucking awesome ramen they're gonna make the next day.
It's so good. And just like I love that like that whole conversation wraps up where with Daisuke being like, next time, and then like Vmon finishes the sentence with like, we need to double the amount of like pork broth or something. And they wrap it up with being like, how many conversations do you think we've had? And then they fist bump each other and it's fucking awesome.
Vmon just like anytime Vmon and Daisuke are on screen together, they just copy each other's movements like 1-to-1.
It's so good. Again, cannot stress enough this had to be the O2 movie. Like
Yep.
it does not work if it's not Daisuke, Ken, and all them. Well, Miyako, we already went over that.
Yeah.
To go on with Takaru like freaking the fuck out. Kind of wish he had a little bit more of that, because he's the only one that was actually like there when the Shinikizuna happened, when like Taichi and Yamato like got
Yeah,
the title.
he was
Right.
there, and he's already lost. Like he's experienced losing his partner before with the
Yeah.
Devimon like
Mhm.
stuff as a young kid. So
I kind of wish he had a
think
little bit more to talk about
I,
that
f-
there.
yeah, I think actually like that, like the idea of that triggering some sort of like almost like PTSD within him, like the idea of losing Patamon again, like that would have been like kind of an interesting angle to take with him, but it doesn't really go anywhere.
They don't really have the time at that point because like we're approaching the
Yeah.
end of the movie. I think like I would like to think the implication is that he's the first one that brings that up because of his past experience, where like he's already been through that once and he's seen
already-
what happens and everything. So that's why he's the one to be like, "Are we sure about this?"
He's had it once. He's experienced the stuff. I guess if Try is still canon, it happened there too. But like
That's true. Yeah. Oh, Try is unfortunately still canon. They do mention homeostasis by name in this game, in this movie.
yep.
But it's fine. Homeostasis is cool now.
Well,
cool as in it's an interesting concept that works within the canon. And I like it.
Homeostasis if it was fucking based.
I wouldn't go that far.
Look, it made me a cute girl, so I think it's based actually.
God damn it. As far as like other characters and like things I actually do like, because Miyako doesn't get much in this movie, but I do really love the few things like she gets to do, like especially during the earlier parts of the movie when Daisuke is like loudly proclaiming things and like she starts talking, Daisuke cuts her off, and then in the background you can hear her saying, "Oh, so I guess I'm just gonna get talked over then. I don't matter. Okay, cool, Daisuke, thanks." It's so fucking funny. Oh, it's so good.
These
And then
movies,
she
these movies have made me extremely vindicated as the Miyako liker.
she does also accuse Daisuke and Ken of flirting with each other, and it's really funny.
Fucking
And they
They
were flirting
both
with each
languages.
other, is the thing.
They were flirting. Present in both languages, by the way.
yeah.
Not an English script edition. It's fucking good stuff.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. Like I kind of, it feels too early to wrap it up, but I feel like we've kind of,
Yeah.
because
The movie's only really about a couple of things, and it really focuses on those things, but it really is only about a couple of things
yeah.
ultimately.
There's not like you can you can really sink your teeth into like a bunch of what this movie is, but we'd just be talking in circles like that, or it'd be another 20 minutes of me going off praising every fucking individual detail in it, which doesn't need to be done. The movie's pretty old. You've probably seen it at this point, and you just wanted to hear our opinions about it. If you haven't seen it, fucking go watch it, please. Oh my god.
check it out.
All right, I guess
So better.
probably one of the meatier things we can get into, then, both thematically and stupid lore bullshit doesn't actually matter thought wise, is the ending then.
Yeah. Yep. So the big thing is that Ukamon claims to have been sent by some kind of higher power in order to create the bonds between people and Digimon. Like, he is an active agent of some higher being. Hikari asks if it might be homeostasis. Homeostasis. To which everyone else, or I think just Takaru is the one who overhears her talk about it, and it's just like, it's probably not that, because it doesn't quite fit homeostasis' MO. Which means it can only really be one godlike figure in the Digimon canon.
Yep.
The world tree.
Kinda
Good old
has to be Iggy.
If a good old fucking Yggdrasil's at it again, baby. Let's go. This fucking bitch does not let up.
And it's
there's
an unfortunate thing where this is probably never going to be followed up on, but we can talk about it because it's fun.
This is supported a little bit. This isn't like a big connection, but basically, I was told about this from friend of the podcast, Gozu, I guess. Where let me just get it. Yeah, Ukomon is named after after Ukko, which is the Finnish high god equivalent of Odin. And Louis,
quick. I gotta move my car. Sorry.
And Louis is, of course, is Louis has the eye covered, much like how Odin has the eye covered in like Norse mythology. So there is like and obviously Yggdrasil, the world tree, is it's like Norse like folklore, and so there is like a obviously from a different culture, but there is a sort of mythological connection that you can draw between Ukomon and Yggdrasil. And what also like this is like the tentacles, or like the things that like Ukomon uses to control people, can be interpreted as vaguely looking like the vines Yggdrasil uses in like the form you see in things like Cyber Sleuth and Savers.
Yeah, and like the big Ukomon, it's a big fucking tree. Like, it's a gigantic tree that starts spawning all the eggs and everything. It's like the parallels are fairly blatant, like once you start digging into it just a little bit.
Also, that reminds me. Can I say, oh my god, I'm so fucked. I said it earlier, but god, I'm so mad that shit got leaked.
Yeah, you mentioned that
or like there were no spoiler. Well, more just like because I'm like, god, big Ukomon is such, but like more specifically just because, oh god, big Ukomon is such a cool design, and I wish I saw it got revealed properly in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, just it's always like, as you imagine, like if you're not from like, big Ukomon's always just Ukomon really big, and then his head splits open like a fucking like it's like one of those like xenomorph eggs, and then like a face hugger pops out.
Yeah, I think like the fact that Big Ukomon is also just a giant tree like does lead credence to it having a connection to Yggdrasil. And it also makes sense because like so the thing that people kind of have, I feel like, against the explanation when Ukomon like made all the Digidestin happen is that it's really, really incongruous with specifically the adventure kits.
Yeah.
Like, it does not make sense with what was established about specifically the O1 crew. But if we take that as the O1 crew's Digimon were specific from homeostasis, and that's kind of a separate thing from the shit Ukomon is doing. And Ukomon was more responsible for the things like the O2 kits, which makes sense because those Digimon do just kind of show up right the hell out of nowhere with like, and like a lot of like, say, the world tour guys or something like that. Like, I think that like I feel like that works. That makes sense to me.
Are you telling me Are you telling me Dingle wasn't part of homeostasis's big plan?
Shockingly, no.
Like, within the adventure like show, it even kind of implies that with like the way their eggs are all taken. They were like in a fucking laboratory and then they were stolen. Like, it very much is very different from how other Digidestin get their partners, even within the original adventure show.
I love Digimon lore because it's constantly fighting itself over how much sense it can or can't make.
Yeah. Because like even got like like if we were to take that like I think it all like honestly this is gonna sound like like such an like massive excuse. But like, I even kind of feel like it kind of retroactively makes some of the other non like 01 Digidestin make a little bit more sense. Like one of the ones I'm thinking of is like fucking from Kizuna Minoa. Like that bitch was clearly wasn't in fucking Yggdrasil in homeostasis plan. How did she get Morphomon?
Yeah. 100%, yeah.
So which I think also like because like going into Kizuna and like this as to like so in this one it doesn't even matter if the fucking digivices are gone, but in fucking Kizuna it's like the digivice is cracking, you're just gone. And it's like, well, I guess it's like the homeostasis digivices work differently. I don't know.
It's really funny because the homeostasis digivices are actually slightly different than the original Digivice, because Louis' Digivice is that pure silver sheen, like a hard gray, and the homeostasis ones are that more like off-white. They are subtly different in a
Actually.
really weird way.
So the only thing, so to also get this out of the way, the only thing would get in the way of Yggdrasil being the one involved in this is the speech at the end of Try, where Takaru like mentions that like homeostasis just kind of pushed Yggdrasil's off button or some shit like that. But
Yeah.
also the entire core thesis of Kizuna doesn't work for Takaru's speech at the end of Try. So like clearly, if anything from Try is non-canon, it's all the fucking retconny explanation bullshit at the end of Try for like that Takaru gave for sure.
100%, yeah. But Try sucks so fucking bad.
It's so bad.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm pretty all in on Ukomon with some fucking thing from Yggdrasil. We're never gonna get an explanation, but that's the one I'm going with. I think it kind of cleans up Adventure's dog shit lore a little bit, at least.
It is so funny. That's like, man, I fucking love Digimon Adventure. Wow, the backstory for the world is bad.
Just kind of bad. Yeah. Is there any? Do you think there's anything particularly to dig into like that ending thematically, Lawton?
Not really that I haven't already mentioned. Like, it is just like the ending really is just like outright reinforcing the idea that like what they were saying earlier, where just because Ukomon is gone and thus the Digivices are also gone does not mean that the bonds they've established with their partners are also going to disappear. Like they stated when Ken and Daisuke are giving that little speech to Louis, where like, because Louis says the bonds you have with your Digimon are artificial and manufactured by Ukomon, and everyone in the room gets very upset for obvious reasons. And what they wind up saying instead is, who cares if our bonds were established as some kind of artificial thing? That doesn't change what we've been through and what our bond currently is.
Very similar to Time Stranger, actually, come to think of it.
Yeah, actually, it is actually kind of really funny how similar it is, where it's just like, yeah, no, the bonds you form with people are like, they don't just go away because of some metaphysical bullshit. Like,
which I think is like, this is why I actually don't think we're gonna get a third movie, because that third movie would just be a bunch of lore explanations, nothing else. Because this alone, but like between like what Taichi and Yamato say at the end of Kizuna, and now like this whole kind of thesis statement of like how the bonds made by entities like Ukomon, homeostasis, or even Yggdrasil or whatever, like do not change, like do not sever that bond, is like sort of in itself a message of like, yeah, even like the things that happen between like Taichi and Agumon, or Yamato and Gabumon, like those bonds are still there. They're just like waiting to be like reconnected.
Yeah. And like that's just like something that can happen with any kind of relationship. People can fall out of touch, but that doesn't mean that like you can never reconnect with that person.
Yeah.
It is something that is always there. It literally cannot be erased. It is something that cannot be erased ever.
And I think
Unless
this
you
is
both get like fucking amnesia or something, I guess.
yeah. So again, it's like are we ever gonna like see the moment of like Taichi and Yamato connect, like rediscovering Agumon and Gabumon? At this point, probably not. Are we gonna get the lore drop of is Yggdrasil responsible for this? Probably not. But I feel like with that ending to O2, I think these movies have said what they set out to say, like between Kizuna and
Yeah.
beginning. They've set out what they said to say, and they've given you everything to kind of draw the conclusions in your head, like pretty easily between like this and the epilogue.
Yeah. And, you know, at the end of the day, like, that is what Digimon is, like, at its core. The core value and, like, the driving force about this entire franchise is the bonds between a tamer and their Digimon. Like, that is what this shit is all about. And that's why it's so fucking great, and I love it so much.
Until
We'll
a new
ignore-
Digimon series bombs and they pull out Adventure again.
Well, thankfully, Beat Break isn't. Beat Break's doing real fucking good.
Hop on Beat Break,
Beat-
everybody.
Oh yeah. By the way, hop on Beat Break. Beat
on
Break
Beat
is like
Break, please.
incredible.
I need to
Beat
catch
Break
up
is
on the
on
last
track to be
episode.
the best Digimon anime series just ever, just straight up.
The new episode airs like an hour after we finish recording this.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
So we're doing a core
Genuinely-
2 thing, right?
Oh yeah, no. Every
Oh,
single core of Beat Break we are going to
fuck
do.
yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. There's no way we're not.
We got some things to say for this one.
Dude.
So-
Holy fuck.
So, I mean, like, you want to be like, yeah, we're taking like a
Yeah.
hiatus between this
Yes.
and the start of Tamers. We're finally done. Like, we're actually just done.
yes.
We're done with Adventure.
We're done with
Fucking
Adventure.
Christ.
This is it.
Fucking Christ.
Congratulations.
I
we
got
did
so
it.
tired of Adventure. Whew.
And now we get to move on to something really, really good. Like, we've been, thank God, we've just been talking about how much we love this franchise for the past several episodes because we got to talk about 2 really good movies and a fucking incredible video game. Like,
And core one.
and the
of
first
them-
core of Beat Break.
Core 1.
Yeah.
Beat Break.
So, but like between now and that episode, we will actually be releasing things because there's going to be 2 of Beat Break.
Yep.
There's Digimon Con is next week.
Which
So we
we
probably
are
have
going to
s-
be live streaming, on your
Yeah.
channel.
And then probably we'll whatever we make it at like something we'll probably put some of that up here. And
Yeah.
one other thing that you guys will see when it happens.
Yeah! Yay! Secret content that we
It'll-
recorded right before this episode.
It'll be out when it's out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
This is our second recording of the day, by the way. We're like 5 hours deep into 6 hours? We're really deep into this shit.
And
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Oh,
But
fuck.
we are gonna take a break here because
Yeah.
I
Look
think
forward
we
to
just
the
want to
movies.
we want to do a bit of a refresh for like Tamers and
Yeah.
it's
Look
gonna be
forward
really nice to just be able to be like, all right, we covered one show, we're done, we can move on to the next fucking thing.
Yeah, and we're gonna be like, oh, it's so nice to be able to move directly onto a new thing, and then we remember that the thing after Tamers is fucking Frontier, and we'll blow our fucking brains out.
I'm sorry, I
Th-
thought
th-
I
then
think
we
that was
remember
my
that one of the
idea.
Then one of the movies is related to Adventure.
Wait, is no X Evolution is after Frontier. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, no, unfortunately. Hey, I'm using V Tamer and X Evolution between like Frontier and Savers as my fucking lights at the end of the tunnel for that fucking show.
Oh yeah, we would do V Tamer in between, huh?
Yeah, because it ended like between Frontier and Savers. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
probably good to do it with probably just do it in the same episode as X Evolution, maybe just because I don't know how much you get. Did you get a full episode out of just that movie?
X Evolution? Yeah.
X Evolution, I'm
yeah.
here. Like, yeah, we
yeah.
can.
At
I
least,
know.
we'll get like, at least an hour content out of it.
I have a lot to say about that movie because I think it's very underrepresented in what it actually does.
And we'll
I
definitely get a
wonder.
whole episode already, Geek Tamer.
Yeah.
I wonder if anything recent came out that would lead into it being underrepresented.
I mean, that's not even subtle. I literally directly said the fucking Time
Yeah.
Stranger DLC based on it pissed me off so bad that I want to talk about it in a more in-depth manner.
Yeah, we got to remind the viewers. They're probably not paying attention right now. I
True.
see you.
Hey,
I
wake
see
up,
you,
stupid.
Joseph. Put the tab
Hey.
back on.
Yeah, reopen the tab, or download the Firefox extension that prevents tabs from knowing that you're not looking at them actively.
Like and subscribe.
God, I hope we have someone in the audience named Joseph. That'd be really funny.
I need to scare
It would
that
be really
motherfucker.
funny. All right, so yeah, we basically did housekeeping like right at the end there because there after this comes out. Well, no, there'll be stuff in between because we're gonna like record smaller things, and there might even be little special surprises like finally starting the Digimon World 4 playthrough or some shit. I don't know.
But hopefully around what did you say, like a month from now, like mid to late April? Like
Yeah, it would be late April because I'm going to be moving on the 15th, and I need a week to settle in properly and actually start watching the episodes. And also, I've got to contact Lita probably like soon about
Yeah,
getting
like-
the refresh.
yeah, me too.
device.
Just for you, I already went ahead and got mine.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Their commission's open, so I immediately threw money at them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they did just recently open. I think I saw a tweet about it.
Oh, did they really?
Oh,
Okay, wow,
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's really lucky.
okay, we gotta just get like a
Well,
token.
I'm sure
Yeah.
if I asked specifically, like, hey, like, bigger project, couple of
Do 5 fucking
right.
JVs, yeah.
well,
Yeah.
4.
Mama, do you want a
wouldn't
design refresh? Do you just want one for fun?
it? Well,
Maybe. I don't know.
oh, I thought you were asking me. Sorry, I did not hear you. I'm still waiting
What do
on
you
new
mean?
character design from Skeb.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could, because they're already doing mine. You could just like drop in, like, hey, that person's already in our podcast. Like, here's a little extra.
Here's $300.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking about sausage made while I'm still recording. Bye, everybody. Look
Bye,
forward to.
bye.
So we gotta talk
what's the
about
next
why
e-
you're a dog.
Check out
What?
Romeo's a Dead Man.
Gil Monsoon! Gil Monsoon! Gil Monsoon!
Gil Monsoon.